teach you how to unbox a bike. So say you ordered a bike online, came to you in the mail, you would receive it in a box and you'd open it up. So first you're going to need some tools. So just some cutters, an adjustable wrench to do the brakes, an Allen key, a 6 and a 5, a ratchet. We have a 15 and a 19, but you might need a 17 depending on the bike. Some grease, a pedal wrench. If you don't have a pedal wrench, you can use a 15mm wrench. Open up the box. Everything is attached, so just pull it out. And then you're going to need your cutters. So just start cutting away at all the zip ties. There should be about like 8 of them around. So pull the handlebars off. We like to use a bicycle stand to build it, but most of you guys don't have that kind of thing, so you just want to put it on the floor like that. One thing I noticed about a lot of unboxing videos is they use a really sharp big knife, so you want to avoid using all that stuff. So once you have it standing like this, you want to make sure that the forks are lined up, and you just want to lean it over, and then you just want to start taking everything apart. You can use your box as like a little garbage. Remember to recycle, it's pretty important. A lot of people don't recycle, so that's one big thing. This is all cardboard and paper, so it can all be recycled. You want to take, there's a lot of stuff that's packaged up, so you just want to remove everything. You can leave this plastic piece on here just to protect the forks. So the first thing that you want to get out of the way is the seat. One thing you can do is just put a little bit of grease on the seat, just so in a couple of years from now when you're trying to take the seat out or adjust it, it doesn't get stuck. And then you want to take your 5, sometimes it's a 6 Allen key, and you just want to put this seat on. So you want to push that down to whatever height you like it at. A lot of kids like it low. So the seat's taken care of now. You want to take the stem bolts off. You take your handlebars, throw them on, put the cap, stem cap over, and then just start tightening it up. So you want to line up the knurls inside the handlebars so that you don't see them on each side. So you want to just lift the bars up and try to, I like to line it up with a fork. You want to have this lined up. And then you want to do an X pattern. So you want to start just tightening one like this, and then like that, and then like that. So like in an X form. Crank them down. Don't go too crazy, but you can definitely tighten them pretty well so that it's holding nicely. Okay. And now you have the wheels. So this one's a 15mm nut. So you just want to loosen it up with your hands a little bit. So you can take this piece of plastic off here and just throw the front wheel on. For now, you can just finger tighten it, line that up. Make sure you get these little pieces in the fork, like that. Same with the other side. You just want to get this little piece in that little fork hole there. So for now, you can finger tighten it, and then you grab your 15mm ratchet. Sometimes this is a 17. Actually, on most times it is a 17 with the higher end bikes, but some of the lower end bikes comes with a 15. So it's good to have all the tools. Tighten that up. Now that we have the front wheel on, you could lean the bike against something. In this box, you're going to find a couple random things. So one thing is a box like this, and you just want to open that up. Once again, don't use a knife. And then inside there you'll find some reflectors, an owner's manual, and some pedals. Put some grease on the threads. One thing that's important is you want to look for the L and the R, so you know which side that they go on. So you just put some grease on the threads. And some people tend to strip the crank arms on their bikes. So a safe thing to do is to just thread them on with your fingers. So this is the right side, there's the R. So you want to put it on the right side. And you just want to thread it in a little bit with your fingers and make sure that you're not going to strip it before you start using all your tools. So remember, right side is threads to the right, so righty-tighty on the right side. The left side is a little bit different. Okay, so you see I've started to thread it in with my fingers. You can do it as much as you can. And then you want to pull out your pedal wrench. And once again, if you don't have a pedal wrench, you can use a 15mm wrench. So now you got your pedal wrench. Remember, right side crank arm is turning to the right to tighten. Okay. All right. So now the left side pedal. Remember, L for left. Also has a sticker there. So this actually tightens to the left. So you need to just thread it on with your fingers before anything. I've seen a lot of people strip pedals by installing them wrong. So once you've turned it as much as you can go, take a pedal wrench and then just start threading it. This is really important that you put these in correctly. So crank that down. Okay, now we're going to move on to the brakes. Okay, so you want to attach this cable back here to this piece. So one way to do that is you hold the brakes together with your fingers. And you can loosen this up. A lot of bikes are different. A lot of the higher end stuff comes with the brakes already done. We the People, for example, on the radios, the brakes are already completely done on those. But with a bike like this, you have to do it yourself. So you grab this piece, connect it back there, and then you just want to tighten up this piece using an adjustable wrench. So once that's tightened, you can make sure that this thing is tightened. Once again, you can use an adjustable if you want. I personally like to use a tri-tool. You just want to crank that down. After you tighten that, you can just make sure that the brake pads are positioned properly, and then you just want to tighten them down. Same with the other side. So a lot of brakes come loose from time to time, so you just want to make sure that this is tight, this, and the brake pads. So one thing also I like to use is a black zip tie. See how this cable is kind of moving around there? So with a black zip tie, you can put it over here and just tighten that down and just tighten that up, and now your cable is just in a better place. So now the last thing is a headset. For this you need your 5 and 6 Allen key. So you just want to use a 5 first on the top and just make sure that it's tight. Also, you want to move your feet around and just kind of play with the angle of the stem and make sure that it's in line with the tire, and then you can do the sides. Last thing, you want to put some air in the tires. So I personally like to go to 40 to 50 psi. So that's good. And now the rear. Doesn't matter if you do front or rear first. See. That's the video. Thanks for watching. Check out all our other videos and please subscribe. See you later.